was, it started off with the boy that I fancied, yeah? So I thought that he was like, I thought that he took an interest in me, yeah? And then he come out of the room and then like his mate came in straight after and stood on the door, if you know what I mean? And I was like, oh, yeah, great. And then it just happened like that, about 12 of them, like just kept coming in, standing on the door. And I was like, and I just thought, okay, if I get them all over and done with, yeah, then I can get out of here. But it just didn't work like that. Come around again and again, if you know what I mean. Yeah, well, I'm 28 now, but like I moved down to Croydon when I was 16. I come from Lowestoft, which is by Great Yarmouth. I went to school up there, I was doing all right, like come down here, but during my GCSEs, so I had to go into college instead. Like got with a few friends, if you know what I mean, got in the bad situations, got into drugs, been involved with prostitution. I know that we'll go into that a bit more in a minute. I've had a baby, I've got a 3-year-old. He's with my sister at the minute. I'm currently out of drugs, I'm like on this injection thing now, working with CGL. But like, that's it in a summary. I had a wicked childhood, like really, really good. Went on holidays, like did everything. But then like my mum and dad split up and then we moved to London and that's sort of what like rocked the boat. Not much memories when I'm younger, it's more from like when I was 13 in school, like going out drinking in the park with my mates, like acting up like, because I was a virgin at the time but I lied, yeah, and said I wasn't a virgin. So it got me into the wrong crowd in 13-year-olds, if you know what I mean. Then when I come down here, I sort of had to keep up that sort of facade even though I was a virgin. So like got straight into the wrong crowds with like all the black boys and all that. I'm like, it's so stereotypical, but I'm a white girl straight from countryside, so I've just gone straight bam and fell in love with the black boys. Just ridiculous. My 16th birthday party, I thought it was a party and it turned out it wasn't. It turned out my friend had set it up to organise literally a gangbang, which I didn't process at the time. I've processed it now and I thought I was doing the right thing by doing what I did. Do you know what I mean? Because I just thought it was the right thing. I just thought, okay, this is what happens, yeah? But obviously now I know it's not. And that led to another one of them situations happening with me and my friend in college. But then out of that, I got into the wrong crowd, which was sniffing coke. I was sniffing coke. I was going out clubbing. I was only 17. And then I got introduced to the crack and then it was game over from then. I'm 28 now and I've been on it since I was 17. Do you know what it was? It started off with the boy that I fancied, yeah? So I thought that he was like, I thought that he took an interest in me, yeah? And then he come out of the room and then like his mate came in straight after and stood on the door, if you know what I mean? And I was like, oh, yeah, great. And then it just happened like that, about 12 of them, like just kept coming in, standing on the door. And I was like, and I just thought, okay, if I get them all over and done with, yeah, then I can get out of here. But it just didn't work like that. Come around again and again, if you know what I mean. I didn't talk to my parents about it because I was too ashamed, if you know what I mean. Like they didn't even know I was on drugs at the time or anything. I didn't want to talk to my friend about it. And then when it happened the second time, it got videoed and it went around the whole college and then everybody found out. It was just terrible. But they videoed it in a way where it looked like I was up for it, even though it wasn't. I was crying on the video going, please, please, but yeah. Like mad. I was quite fat. I was bullied a lot. I'm 6'1", yeah. So I reached 6'1" at quite a young age, and yeah, I was fat, so I was bullied a lot. Yeah, like tree trunk Godzilla, like just all stupidness. So I was really insecure anyway. So when I got the interest from the boys, I don't know, it just made me like, you know what I mean. It was 1 week before my 18th birthday. I was at a house and I was trying to get hold of some, oh, this is hard drugs. Okay, cocaine I used to just sniff at the club with my mates, but actual crack cocaine, I was in a house, I couldn't get hold of no coke, and someone said, here, try this. And I tried it, and it was crack pipe at the time. And then like a few weeks after that, I was sniffing something that I thought was MDMA, and it turned out it was heroin at the time. And that's how I got onto heroin. I couldn't get off. Well, because like, I wasn't used to like making money or anything, never had a job. I've only just come out of college. So like I got into prostitution, which was actually first clipping at first it's called. So you go and you pretend you're going to do something with a man and you just take their money. And I had that with like another partner that I got with, and then got into a bit of domestic violence. And then when I broke up with him, I started doing it for real. Because like, yeah. And then it just all spiraled from there. Afterwards, I learned how to shoplift though, and I started shoplifting to get like money. Because it's dangerous, like on the streets or whatever. You just learn how to survive. I don't really... See, my teenage years, it's a bit of a blur, you know, from like, because it went so quick, it's a bit like a mashed together. Like I went through the West End stage of prostitution, I went through the Croydon stage, and then I learned how to shoplift, if you know what I mean. Then I started selling drugs, you start doing this, like you do all sorts of things. At first, I went onto this website thing, right? But it just, I don't know, it weren't really like, it's just easier to get them off the street, like, yeah, because like there's just so many people looking in Croydon. I like had my regulars in the end, so you do develop like a little like, do you know what I mean? Like, so you have like 5 or something people who are just like, you know, are okay. Because when you're doing it on the street, it's really dangerous. You get robbed a lot. Yeah. Like, but yeah, no, you build up a clientele sort of thing, and you stay with them after you've done it. The street things are really dangerous. I've done it in Brixton Hill and everything. Like, yeah, it's not great. That's why when I learned how to shoplift, that was it. I just shoplifted from then. I've been robbed a few times, yeah, when like you've done, like usually you're meant to get them, I know this is terrible, but the money up front, sometimes you don't. And then the times that you don't, the guy will literally either run away or whatever, and then you're left like, what can you do? No, luckily not. Not with that. Only domestic violence. Not to the point where it's been a client that's had violence. No, it's just been the word you call pimp. That sort of violence. Like, there's some things I refuse to do, right? And then when I refused to do it, it used to get a bit handsy, and then that's one of the main reasons why I stopped doing it. He used to beat me up in the middle of Faulkney Pond and everything. Like, it was crazy times. Like, all for. I can't even, because he was crack psychosis, yeah, so when everything runs out, he turns into a monster, like real monster. Like, I was pregnant one time, I jumped out the window and ran down the road. Yeah, like, proper. It's not a good life. I'm happy that I'm away from it now. When I was pregnant, I was running around the house, I was running away from him, yeah, it was so scary. That's the last time I left his house. His window is like on the first floor, and I jumped out of the window to run down the hill on Normanton Road. That was the worst one. I was so scared because he chub-locked the door. I can't get out the front door. Like, he chub-locks all the doors, so like, and he's got the key, so you can't get out. So I had to lock myself in the bathroom while he's trying to kick the door down in the bathroom and climb out the window.